Member for Surrey-Newton.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, this Premier and her Liberal government have failed families and children in Surrey. Madam Speaker, the Minister of Children and Family Development admitted here yesterday in this House when she said, schools in Surrey, I quote, are bursting at the seams, unquote. We have children going to schools in shifts, brothers and sisters going to school across town from each other, and we have hundreds of portable crowding over our playgrounds. Honourable Speaker, when will this minister finally address the issue of overcrowding in Surrey schools?
Minister of Education.
Well, thank you, Honourable Speaker. The member is well aware of the investments that we're making in Surrey right now. The member is very well aware, being from Surrey himself, the fact that we work very closely with the Surrey School District, the hundreds of millions of dollars that's being invested in that area as they are growing. Honourable Speaker, in this budget alone, we have $1.6 billion put forward for investing in new infrastructure and seismic upgrades. And Honourable Speaker, one of the things that's important is working with the school district. On this side of the House, that's exactly what we do. I'm meeting with the school district. We're looking at the challenges that they're facing. We've committed to working with them to find solutions.
Member for Surrey-Newton on a supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. You know, for the last 10 years, I've been hearing exactly the same statement that the minister made here today. Madam Speaker, it's not even about money. They found $500 million over 2 years to give tax breaks to 2% of the top British Columbians, Madam Speaker. So it's not about money. It is about neglect, lack of planning, and putting politics ahead of children's education in Surrey, Madam Speaker. So here, Madam Speaker, here's the quote from Peace Arts Elementary Parent Advisory Council. What they say about the overcrowding in Surrey schools. I quote, teachers and resources are stretched to the limit. Securing gym time is like winning a lottery, unquote. Madam Speaker, the minister's own colleague admitted here yesterday that Surrey schools are Mr. Speaker, are bursting at the seams. So my question again to the minister is this: when will the minister do something to ensure that the Surrey school children get the new schools that they deserve and have been promised for the last 10 years?
Madam Premier.
Well, I'm delighted to inform the member that that is why in this budget we have that is why in this budget we have put aside $1.7 billion for capital upgrades specifically for schools in K-12 across British Columbia. Much of that money, some of that money will be spent in Surrey, where there is a huge need. It's a great story that Surrey is growing. It's a great story that this thriving, diverse city south of the Fraser is experiencing so much confidence, so much growth, and seeing the place change. We need to change with it. And that's why we need to make these investments in schools as we currently are. And in addition to that, into welcoming the new students that are coming into British Columbia as our enrollment goes up for the first time in decades. A vote of confidence from British Columbians, from immigrants, from Canadians from across the country who are coming to our province to start families, to build their future, because they know that in British Columbia, the future is very, very bright indeed.